My bad. Sorry, can we stop it and start it again? Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Christopher Marciano. Welcome back to Transparency, the Albumentary.
My heart belongs to you.
Gonna be the hardest for me to talk about.
Right. So let's talk about crash and burn.
Jesus, my bad. Sorry, can we stop it and start it again? So when it comes to the song Crash and Burn, I met someone a long time ago. I was pretty young. He was something that I wasn't used to. He really cared a lot about me, and he showed a lot of emotions right off the bat. I mean, this was someone who was talking about marriage and a life with me. So the natural thing for me to do when someone shows that much emotion to me is to cut things off and stop it and run away. So I found myself just ending, you know, in whatever we had going on at that point. And years later, I was on social media and I stayed in touch with this person. And I finally got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm older now. Maybe I can try again with this person.
It was bad. There was a semi and a small car.
Just before 8 this morning, Robert Broughton woke up to the scene of a serious crash right outside of his front door on Northeast Waldo Road. Troopers say this Ford Mustang was driving north on Waldo Road when the driver tried to turn around.
Ford Mustang tried to make a U-turn, traveling in through the center median, traveling into the southbound lanes, losing control while doing so, rotating in a counterclockwise direction, and traveled back into the left lane, which is where the semi was traveling south.
The front of the tractor trailer collided with the Mustang's driver's side door. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the tractor trailer sustained minor injuries.
I was confused. I was like, what happened? Like, why are all these people saying rest in peace? And he actually passed away. At that moment, I didn't really take the time to understand those emotions and get what I was going through. I just took it for what it was and didn't really even take the time to experience that at all. So years later, here I am, and everything's going fine in my life, but I thought it would be a good idea for me to see a therapist just because of things that happened to me in the past. In that moment when I was ready to see a therapist, I mean, people told me, hey, you should probably talk about what you went through with other people so they could give you insight, because I found myself with friendships and relationships just cutting things off so quickly. So I took that step and went and saw a therapist, and that came up. This person came up, and this was someone that I thought I got over, and even their death I thought, you know, I moved on from it. But the therapist said, do you have pictures of this person in your phone still? And I was like, damn, yeah, yes I do. And they said, do you find yourself looking at those pictures? I was like, yeah, every now and then. And that's when I saw that I wasn't over what happened between that person and I and their death. I remember when I was in the studio, the engineer didn't know this because you can't see the booth from where he was, but I did start crying, and I hate crying, but I did start crying, and some of that emotion was in the actual record. You know I was guarded but not in the past. Said you be patient and not such a moving too fast. Yeah, we're moving too fast. You grabbed on my hands and stared into my eyes. Listen, ask questions to know every part of my life. Darkest parts of my life. We're crashing and burning, crashing and burning, crashing and burning, crashing and burning. We are. What did I do? Could it have been me and you? Could it have been me? And I didn't take it out because it was already hard enough for me to record that song. So Crash and Burn is the most intimate song for me, the one that's crazy vulnerable and just me talking about what could have been, and me understanding that I needed help and hoping that I could encourage other people out there to see a therapist even when everything is right. I feel like that's important. Talk to someone even when things are right, because you don't know what you haven't dealt with and how it might come out. So that was Crash and Burn.
You're the only reason I don't wanna die. You're the only reason I wanna live my life.
Did you almost give up on music?
I'll shine through my darkest nights. Dear love, oh no, should I say what's up? What's wrong? I don't know, I can mess this up.